This is general advice and my opinions only. CFDs are high risk, past performance isn't reliable. I may be long or short CFDs and stocks mentioned. Content may contain language that offends some viewers. LEVRD operates as corporate authorised representative 001318377 under AFSL 548573. You can find our financial services guide via the LEVRD website link in the show notes.
Bag holders, stop loss owners. Fuck, and we've had a bit of a recovery. The war might be ending. It might fucking go nuts tomorrow. Who knows? But Trump has spoken, and Jesus Christ, it fucking changes things quick. And I think I positioned myself correctly for it. We'll find out. Got fucking hammered yesterday like every other bastard, but I made some choices. We'll see if they bloody prove beneficial or not going forward. Fucking probably not, the rate I'm fucking going. Jesus Christ. Right, commodities overnight. This is, I'll show you the updated one after this, but far out. God, where do I start? Copper, $5.85 a pound. Gold rebounded a bit, 51.37. Iron ore at 104. That's creeping back up a little bit. Nickel, $7.80. Brent crude oil, $92 a barrel. That was a bit of go. I'll show you a chart in a minute. Silver recovered a bit, $86.50 a pound. What do we got? Spodumene recovered a bit, also up 5%, $22.55 for 6%. Thermal coal continued its rise, $143 a tonne. Uranium still sitting at 86, zinc $1.50. Aluminium's been having a bit of a bloody run too, something I'm not following enough. But have a look at this for a fucking chart. This is the Brent crude price, the global index. Frickin' yesterday it was up near $120 a barrel and then has overnight dropped back down to 88. It got to low 80, so sitting at 88 at the moment. Look at that. It was sitting at like 65, $70 a barrel for ages, and that is phenomenal movements in the oil price. Hence the bloody global carnage, fears of stagflation, and just absolute bloody $2 a litre in friggin' Perth petrol stations at the moment. So hopefully now it drops back down with this drop, but yeah, far out. And so this is where it's sitting at the moment. So US crude, so that's your WTI, $86 a barrel. Brent at 88. So spot gold 51.40. So yeah, she is fucking bloody wild times. So the majors overnight, bit of a recovery. So Cameco was up 5%, so good for uranium today. Albemarle up 4.6, so that'll be good for lithium. Copper had a bit of a recovery. The goldies were up about 1% or so not too bit of a recovery on the goldies. So yeah, because pretty much NASDAQ futures, for instance, they were like 24,000, close to cracking 24,000 in the futures yesterday, and then they've ended up at 24,900. So big recovery in the market last night. We'll see what that means and what's caused it. Trump. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was like, don't fucking panic, because this bloke could just come out and fucking say a heap of shit and everything changes like that. And that's what's happened last night, whether it sticks or not. But he pretty much said the war will end soon, but not this week. Says America is well ahead of schedule of the 4 to 5 week time frame. About 80% of what they wanted to target has been destroyed. Suggested US could take over the Strait of Hormuz. Struck over 5,000 targets, and they've left some targets for later if needed, the big ones like electricity production. They can hit them all in one day. Said they don't want to, but they will if they have to. And they pretty much said if they didn't attack, Israel may have been hit with a nuclear bomb by Iran. So it shows why they've done it. This is what Trump's saying. You can, whether you believe it or not, but so everything sort of changed. It sounded like, and he said he wants to work with them, but if they're willing to be worked with. So we'll see what bloody happens. But it sounds like from his perspective, they've destroyed majority of their bloody Navy, military, missile launchers, drone facilities, fucking everything, and could continue. So it sounds like they're going to, whether there will be a surrender soon, I don't know. So, a bit of news out. Pantoro snuck this one in aftermarket, revised down their guidance aftermarket yesterday, down from 100 to 110,000 ounces to 86 to 92,000 ounces. Impacted by equipment and personnel availability during January school holiday period, transitioning to a new underground mining contractor, going to Redpath. So that's expected to cause short-term interruptions, which I've said is a thing in underground mining. They had a rain of 80 mil recorded at Scotia in February. So all of that, plus the weak couple of quarters they had before it, which said they were going to be on the lower end of guidance, has seen them actually downgrade their guidance. So people and equipment, people specifically, becoming a problem in the industry, as I've mentioned, and I'll be interested to see where else it pops up, and I'll be having a look. But they've put out something more positive today, you'd say. They're developing their third underground mine, and it's going to be this O'Brien's, which is, it's like a high-grade flat-lying ore body, 130,000 tonne at 9.5 grams for 40,000 ounces. So, but they're going to be, I think when they mine it, the diluted mine grade is going to be exceed 6 grams. And you can see it looks like a inclined room and pillar jobby. So that is expected, first ore development expected there in December 2026. So it's very high grade, but it will be higher cost to mine that because it's all jumbo development, it appears. There's no long hole stoping. So your bang for buck is a lot less because it bloody costs a lot more to take 4 metres at a time on inclines and put all the ground support up to extract the entire ore body. So it will be higher cost, but it's higher grade. Stock's been hammered today, down. Let's have a look-see. Where are we? I'm finding. Switch screens. Have a look at this bloody thing. Boom! Fucking smashed. Down 18%. Down 18%. Back to, from the highs of near $6, back down to $4. I may have bought some. I did buy some. I literally did. I'll show you in a minute. But yes, I bought some on the dip. Usually these things can be an overreaction. Could be not. But the thing about Pantoro is, compared to some, they do have a big mineral resource inventory. So they do have a lot of future production underpinned by multi-million ounces. Have had problems executing and hitting targets. But in this gold price environment, it's very forgiving. They've got cash. They're doing a buyback. They're bloody doing a buyback. Which you'd thought you'd never see. So with that and the big drop, that is my view. Regal's a big shareholder of it, so they're behind the stock. It's just might be one of those ones, the more they get it going, the more it becomes a bit of steady state. It hasn't really hit the mark. There's the pros and cons of underground mining is a bit difficult these days, I believe, to execute, narrow vein. But it does have grade, does have ounces. It's had a big drop, so I've had a bit of a tickle. There's the decision. So, there we go. Got to make a choice when on a big drop. Lotus, acid plant progressing at Kayelkera. So on track to deliver nameplate production in Q2 calendar year 26. So acid inventory and ongoing delivery schedule will support ramp up of production to steady state in Q2. And the acid plant commissioning is underway with hot commissioning planned for April. Last comment in the announcement is the interesting one, but I'm not sure if this changes with what's going on with what Trump said. So he said export of uranium via the port of wherever you pronounce that in Tanzania remains the preferred route. But however, given the potential impact of global events on shipping logistics, that might be challenging and they might have to look at alternative routes. But if this Iran-US thing calms down, that may not be as much of an issue. And you're just considering where they fuck, what did they raise at? $2.20, I think. And it has been absolutely bloody butchered. Absolutely butchered. So I had a tiny tickle at that one too. Tiny tickle. I'll show you in a minute. So that's the chart guide up near $3.30. Uranium's pretty stationary at the moment, and she's back down to, considering they raised bloody at $2.20 at a huge discount, and now it's $1.66. There's obviously plenty of geopolitical sovereign risk in Malawi. It's not the bloody, it's no safe jurisdiction, I don't think. Like it's not like your one you'd pick. Like, tell you what, I'm going to chuck some money in Malawi because fucking that's safe as Switzerland. No one says that. But they are producing Lotus. Uranium yet to have a big fucking smash up. Who knows what's going to happen post bloody this war thing when Trump focuses back on uranium and nuclear and whatever. So I've had a tiny tickle while it's in the $1.60s after it burnt me last time. You mother bloody fuck. So yes, that's what's going on. Right, next up, bit of news out this morning. Fuck, she's all go. Westgold approves Higginsville expansion. So expansion from 1.6 million tonne to 2.6 million tonne. Potential to in future, by the sounds, to go to 4 million tonne if needed. Going to cost them 145 million, and obviously going to reduce processing costs by 24% to $34 a tonne. And so, yeah, so that's happening. That's happening. And it said, I think, what did it say? I think like the Southern Goldfields sort of ounce profile starts lifting considerably by FY28. Now, that's one thing. The money is made these days in treating, obviously, your own dirt and other people's dirt. Companies make a bit of money getting toll treated and mining their own dirt without building a mill, but the mines that own these bloody mills are making a fortune off toll treating. They hold all the cards. So expanding this Higginsville mill will open up that mill to toll treat other stuff in the region, possibly, and Westgold will make good money out of that. So that is the leverage they also have by reducing the processing costs of their own dirt, but generating good revenue by treating other people's dirt. And it'll be interesting what comes out, I assume, tomorrow with Torque Metals, which I do not fucking own anymore because I wouldn't say I'm an idiot. I sold on a spike with no news. Not my fucking fault. Jesus Christ. Well, it is my fault I sold it. I clicked the button. So it'd be interesting to see who this new management is. I reckon, I'm just having a punt, it might be those two people I was talking about that are going to pop up somewhere and it'll fucking re-rate. Well, it's already re-rated 20% on Friday, so it'd be interesting to see when the market's down how much it actually re-rates. So we will see who those two people are. But that is an example of a potential mine that could be sending dirt to an expanded Higginsville mill, and which Westgold will make good coin out of. So maybe I've got to have a look at Westgold too. Interesting. That's my take. Rox. Now this came out yesterday, but I got a bit of bloody better education. So it said their commitment for a 350 mil debt facility, fully funded to production, but it's not actually finalised yet, this debt. It looks, you would assume it will. It's a commitment letter for this, for 350 mil bucks worth of debt from this syndicate, but it's like a binding credit approved commitment letter and term sheet. So they're now working towards satisfying conditions precedent for documentation and financial close. So financial close and first debt drawdown is expected in the September quarter of 2026. So this was like they were saying this was going to happen this quarter, like the debt was going to be finalised, financial close. But it sounds like conditions precedent, I assume, is more technical due diligence or like something like that still has to be completed for financial close for the debt to be finalised. So it's not finalised yet, which is interesting. It's been sort of pushed back by 6 months, which they've raised the equity, so they wouldn't need the debt till 6 months' time anyway, because they've got the equity component to spend. But it's just one little thing, I assume, puts a tiny bit of risk associated with executing that. But it sounds like it's a binding commitment letter. As long as the conditions precedents are satisfied, financial close will happen and that debt will be available. So but it has been pushed back 6 months. So I'll be interested to know what the conditions precedent are and what the issues are of why financial close couldn't be executed now. So, God, I've got to bloody jimmy that screen around. Fund update. Right, so here's where we are. It looks a bit different, and it's going to look even more different tomorrow. I'll go through the methodology first before I go through the positions. So yesterday, market got hammered. Everything down, like near 10%. Absolutely butchered. So, like the developed short was up, I don't know, 12, 13 grand or something. So was the boss short. My thoughts were, okay, do I close these shorts? And what is my downside protection? Because in my head, I had this Trump thing potentially happening at some point where the market will rebound. There's like a lot of history behind the rally out of wars. Buy the war dip, and then it rallies after that once things are sorted, which could, based on last night, could potentially be happening. So I closed covered the developed short, covered the boss short, took the profits there, and then I opened up a short-term put option on the ASX 200. And the theory behind that is, right, I can still have the downside protection, but if everything rips, I only lose the premium, whereas if I kept the develop and boss short open, I lose all those profits plus they go into negative and keep going. So I'm like, right, maybe with the volatility, a short-dated put option will give me the best exposure to a rebound with less maximising profit to try and recover from the fucking hemorrhaging. So that's what I did. I still have kept the short on the gold price, so 30 gold contracts, so 150 grand worth of gold short. Added a bit more Northern Star yesterday in the 25s, so at about 25.30, so that's the biggest holding at the moment. Added a little bit more breakthrough. So that's down a bit, but that's waiting for the deal to go through there. So that was about the only thing I added to, and then that was the put option. So I think for a 7 grand premium, I had 65 Australia 8,500 put options that expire end of next week. So maximum I can lose there is 7 grand, but if it keeps ripping, that's all I lose. But if it comes back in the money, it should be all good. So that's what's going on. So effectively, besides the gold contract, it's long. It's bloody long. So I've got 525 worth of long positions, and the short is the gold. So 266 266 long in gold, 68 in copper, which is the breakthrough holding, 57 in uranium, and 88 lithium, which is Liontown and PMET, and 44 in Centaurus. So fuck it, have a look at that. That was the hammering yesterday. But a lot of that's the put option loss overnight. So don't be too alarmed. Hopefully I've made a little bit back. 146, fuck me dead. 20% down. It would have been about 155, 154 or something without the put option, but that's all right. That's all right. 146. So fucking hammered. Jesus Christ. Let's hope she's fucking come back. Let's have a look at what it actually is now.
3, 2, 1, let's fuck!
Okay, where are we? Oh, check the number up the top here. Now, what are we? 89, that was at like 77. So 12, nearly back at 160. What's breakthrough sitting at? 18. Yeah, nearly back at 160, but I'm long and leveraged. Let's go with 160. Fuck. It's all right. We're long and leveraged. Right. Let's go through the posies. Come here, you bastard. Right, so that's the put option there. So that's obviously out of the money. You know, I don't care. As long as the market recovers, that thing dies, whatever. And I'll reposition the short after that. Okay, gold sitting at 51.44. Northern Star up 2.88. So that's started recovering a bit. Not too bad. Bright Star up 3%, 47.5. Centaurus, 8.5%. You beauty. Oh, God, I've actually got some fucking profitable positions here. Who would have thought? Next Gen up 5.9%. Linetown 3.5, back up at $1.55. Glad I got them at $1.51. Ramelius up 2.66. Ramelius doesn't fucking bounce much. Jesus Christ. PMED up 4.2. Delta, that's still chilling at 21. Pantoro, bought Pantoro at $4.02, sitting at $3.99, down 18% today. Not a big position. Didn't go too hard at the footy there. Gorilla's had a bounce, up 10%. Up 10%. Wonder if let me just fucking check, make sure there's no announcement. Nah. Go back there. So Gorilla up 10, Medallion up 3.85, Encore recovered a bit last night, back to $1.96. Lotus, very small position I took there, very small, at $1.66, 13 grand worth. So, right, we've recovered a little bit. Breakthrough is sitting at 18, 19.5. Don't even know if it's traded yet. So that's ticking along. My little specky fund. Right, let's have a look around the screen, see what the frick is going on. Right, Goldies. Best performer is, I can tell you what the worst performer is, definitely. Aurelia up 10%. Black Cat up 3.89, Genesis up 3.84, so everything's up about 1 to 3%, except Pantoro down 18%, $4.01. Wonder if hopefully I haven't buggered that up. Iron ore, and whatever, MinRes back up 5%, 57, iron ore lith. BHP 3%. Champion Iron, 455. When did I get in that? Remember me Champion Iron Christmas punt? I think it was in the bloody $5 or $6. And geez, that's been bloody hemorrhaged since then. $4.55. Interesting. Speaking of interesting, what is in my interesting thing? Gorilla, the best performer. Finally, I've had a best performer that I fucking hold. Back up to 43 cents. Maker Metals up 7%. Horizon Gold. God, that's bloody having a brilliant run. The interesting cap structure, that one. I think they raised at $1.20, I think. $1.42. So not much free float on that one. That's the other part of the sandstone. So yeah, right, we're having a bit of a bounce. Ben's back up to $2.80 odd, 5.56. Firefly up 5.6. That got hammered yesterday. That's at $1.80. Caprice 8.5. Yes, right, there we go. What's copper doing? Copper was probably nearly should have fucking used yesterday as a bloody entry into copper. But oh god, I've got to stop fucking around with my positions so much. But yesterday could have. Well, I got the breakthrough holding. I guess that's my copper exposure. But yeah, copper was definitely going to be hammered on fears of inflation and slower global growth. So that's probably seeing a bit of a bounce back today. Copper is, what do we got? Aeris back up 5.5, Firefly 5, Develop back up 4.9. So lucky I closed that short, you'd say. 29 metals, 38.5, 39 below the raise price. AIC 62. AIC is the actual, let me show you. Bring up the bloody, where's me fucking finance bro territory? Bear with me, fakes. Set your screens up properly, Matt, you dickhead. Where are we? Have a look here. AIC over 6 months. Let's go 6 months. AIC's actually been the best copper performer on the ASX. Better than Freeport, better than everything. Up 95% in bloody 6 months. 1 month performer. And look how much it's pulled back. So AIC is going bloody well. The Aaron Colleran show. Interesting. Let's go. Coal. Oh, fuck. I just deleted me fucking coal bloody thing. Hold on. Add to workspace. Sorry. Jeez, she's fucking rough show today. Coal. Yancoal pulled back 6% after its big run. Whitehaven down 2.5, $8.60. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I get a cheap entry in? Because it doesn't know you got it. I can get this on not much margin. Oh, don't want to lever myself up too much, but I'll tell you what, good way to make money is fucking buying shit. $8.60. Oh, is it? Is it? Is it? How much can I get for $1,000? $1,380. 17 grand worth of Whitehaven. Why not? What could go wrong? Oh, insufficient. Come on, give me some, you bastard. Nah. Nah, not worth the bloody pain. God, nah. Probably should have. No, because if I do and it fucking rips, I'll start building that Yancoal position, I think. 15 grand worth of Yancoal. Oh, can't even get that. Oh, I'm fucking struggling here. There we go. Tiny bit of Yancoal. There we go. Not Yancoal, Whitehaven. Fucking hell, I'm confused everyone here. Right, Whitehaven at 860. God, 10 grand worth. God, I need a fucking... Anyway, 1 or 2 grand won't bloody hurt. So, silver... Well, let's silver. What's Boab at? 54. Silver miners recovered. God, silver's fucking volatile. Tough one to pick, that one. Paladin up 8%. Next gen up 5.8. So, a bit of a rip on uranium. You beauty. And that is about fucking all there is, folks. Spot gold 51.47. ASX 200 up 2%. NASDAQ 24.80. 24.800. There we go. Righto. We've had a bit of a recovery. Much needed. Much needed. We'll see if it fucking sustains. If it sustains. We are about to find out. Righto. The journey of Matty's punting continues. Peace out, everyone. Please, Trump, sort this out. Fuck. Help me.